guys, I'm just Jersh and welcome back to another Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus Daily. Merry Christmas to everyone except those, I guess, who are going up against Alvin Kamara in their fantasy championships. Rips to you. But Merry Christmas, everybody. Hope you're having a good one thus far. I gotta imagine it's Isaac, but I gotta imagine we're having a special to Mega Satan, huh? That doesn't seem very holly and or jolly. We'll get it done though. Yesterday, NSL with a nice top 100 finish. Take a peeksies. We finished at 191, which is still pretty good overall for the week. Pretty average for us for the week thus far. Today we've got Isaac to Mega Satan. I'm sure we also have my son Banjo here with us, helping us with today's run that only NSL and Becco have done so far. So let's hop into it. Maybe. Let's what? Excuse me. Are these broken? Edmund! What the heck was that? What was that? Oh, what? Zero? What do you mean zero? Sorry, Banjo. What? Look, I'm at a loss for words. Was I a bad boy? Am I on the naughty list? Like, what happened? I mean, I guess we can do a practice run. Hey, NSL, can we not factor the score of 0 into my overall score? What happened? Let me try. I'm gonna try something a little strange here. Hold on. I'm gonna try to reload the game. Just bear with me here. Just 1 second. I'm gonna try to reload the game. We're gonna see if a second. We're gonna see if a second go at it brings us any more holiday cheer. It just gave me a 0. It just spun for 3 seconds and gave me a 0. All right, well, we'll do a practice run so that we can at least see. I'm so upset. It's Isaac. I'm furious. It's obviously a special Christmas-themed daily, which is why we have a little Santa hat and also lump of coal. That's why we have both of those. The thing that hurts the most was being so close as that one country song. Was that Rascal Flatts? Look, I don't listen to like any country. We start off with the quarter, which is great because we get a ton of money right off the bat. We start off with lump of coal, which is a nice little damage up to start things off here. Oh, and it's the first time in over a month of doing these daily runs. What is this run? This is the first time in over a month of doing these daily runs. The first time ever that we actually get true Isaac with the D6. We've had a couple Isaac runs before, but they've been curated. Oh my gosh! 53 cents? What the heck, dude? This is gonna end up being the most pogged run of all time. I can already promise you. I can see the way this is going to go. This is going to end up being one of the dopest Isaac runs of all time. And of course, we're not going to be able to actually, you know what, you got this much money. Just make sure you're set for the next floor. Of course, it's going to be the run where the score's not going to count. I mean, so what we could do, like, I don't know, maybe I don't know how I want to handle this. I could either be like, hey, we'll get a score, and then, you know, tomorrow we can see where we would have placed with our practice score, since, again, I didn't get to see the run. It's the thing. The thing is I didn't get to see the run. Oh, Banjo got his toy. He's about to go nuts. He was sleeping until I started recording. And now he's gonna start squeaking his toy very loudly. That's okay. I didn't even get to show off my sweater yet. This episode started off so unbelievably scuffed that I haven't even gotten to show off my wonderful Christmas sweater yet. Some of you, if you follow me on social media, which I didn't post it on the Just Jersion actually, so you probably didn't see it. In fact, I should post it today if I want to be fair to everybody. But I got a new ugly Christmas sweater this year. I saw it on sale, and the second I saw it, I said, well, yeah, I pretty much have to own that. It is a Popeye's chicken. Popeye's fried chicken. Lovely. Popeye's Louisiana Kitchen, if you'd like to call them that. Christmas sweater. I mean, yeah, we'll be taking little brim. Featuring the Popeye's chicken sandwich all over it. It's like the coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I have one ugly Christmas sweater. I owned one before this. It was a Darth Vader Christmas sweater, which I still like quite a bit because I'm a big Darth Vader fan and Star Wars in general. That's still a great one. This one is overtaking it as like almost the greatest thing I've ever purchased in my adult life, I would say. Okay, yeah, I don't know how we're gonna handle the score of this one. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, essentially, so don't worry about it too much. For now, we have Little Brim, we have a Tower card. I'm gonna peep what's going on in here. I really like the piercing shots of Dead Onion, so while I don't, like the shot speed down stinks for sure. So while I don't think it's a great item in all situations, this early I like getting piercing shots, so I'm willing to take it. Little Brim is still going to be doing most of our damage, and I also typically like to save that extra charge. I typically like to save that extra charge for our Deal with the Devil because you never know what kind of ridiculous items you can get out of your Deal with the Devil. So here's the thing, I think Horror Babylon's pretty good. So I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna reroll the second one and I'm gonna say, yeah, I would love that as well. Got a little close to dying there, but we didn't. So this run is sick. I don't think you really need me to say that, do you? Do you need me to confirm that this run is sick already? Maybe a Tears Up, you know, in our future is something we'd be like, yeah, I'd be interested in that. Everything else, though, is very, very good up to this point, and I'm happy about it. I'll peep what's going on in here. A 3-cent Spirit Heart, I don't think you can really go wrong with. I'll buy one of each of these, just so we're set for the future. There's nothing else we want to reroll. Secret Room, huh? So Secret Room could be in one of two places. I don't really want to try to guess. But our second Secret Room has to be in here. But it could also be in one of two places. I think I'm just going to go down to the next floor, cut my losses. We missed Boss Rush yesterday, so I don't want to do it again. Look, there's not... There's maybe not much of a point to doing this run at all, considering our score is going to be 0, which I still don't understand how that happened. I mean, it's probably just a bug, like just a weird glitch of sorts. Maybe they programmed in some sort of... Yeah, you know what? I actually am going to Emperor card right away. Just because if we manage to get a Deal with the Devil here, it's a great time to use a battery charge. A lot of playing as Isaac is managing your charge on the D6 and not... If you're sitting on a charge, reroll it. Don't want it. If you're sitting on a charge, you're using it... You're maybe not using it as optimally as you could, in my opinion. Latchkey is good. I was almost tempted to grab it. I will take a little damage here just to open that. We have enough HP that it's not really a concern to us. Popping it just in case a magic mush wanted to make itself known. Feel strong enough that I'm willing to do that. Obviously, we want Sackhead. Sackhead is always a jolly good time! Sorry. Probably just exploded your eardrums. Sackhead's always a good time, so happy to have it. Our second secret room is a whole bunch of nothing. So nothing really too exciting there. Anyway, I hope you guys had a fantastic Christmas. don't know if this is TMI, but in the other episode, I asked if you had any, like, you know, Christmas traditions and stuff like that. If in this episode you want to, you know, since I'm recording this post my Christmas, which is why it's a, thanks for that one. Which is why it's a little bit late. Bada bing. That was silly. That's what I would describe as not we basically just got one spirit heart out of it, so I would describe that, and we get to see where our secret room is, but not really a great use there. Sackhead is awesome as Isaac because you're going to get a decent amount of battery charges, so your ability to reroll, wow, even when we get the good sounding button, it's still a bad button. And, ooh, we have a library. That changes. Oh, wait, no, it's not. We already saw what it was. Did I just throw up? You ever get the random taste of, like, stomach bile in your mouth? Don't like that. Bring back the Christmas cookies. Anyway, I'm recording this a little late. It's been a long Christmas day so far. I went over to my parents super early. Decided not to... Wow, that was just a bad play. Decided not to stay the night. This is going to sound silly, but I'm going to reroll Crystal Ball and take the range upgrade. I know that range upgrades are bad. Don't get me wrong, I believe truly that they are horrible. But with our low shot speed, you know, maybe the range won't hurt too bad. And it's a little bit towards the mom transformation, so I'm fine taking it just to speed things up mostly. We could have re-rolled it and maybe gotten something cool out of it, yeah. I'm willing to admit that, but there's no way for us to know. Perthrow would be cool. We get an Algiz instead. Algiz is kind of interesting. Please, sir? Algiz is kind of interesting. Mostly because it's an opportunity. It is an opportunity for us to get... I did not want to pick up that battery charge just yet. Because I did, I will now use this Emperor card. Once again, I'm trying to minimize... Bad idea, by the way. Like, should have just... It makes way more sense to just hold on to the Algiz rune. Sorry, hold on to the Emperor card, so that if we end up in some sort of mad scramble, which is possible, trying to get to boss rush, I do tend to play Isaac runs a little slowly. So it would have been much smarter to just hold it, but, you know, I didn't do that. And we didn't get a deal with the devil. I'll take the tears up, because we haven't gotten one yet. Thank you for that. And we'll continue on with the rest of our day. I'm so sad we got stuck with a freaking 0 on this one, dude. Can you believe we got stuck with a 0 on this run? I'm not saying that we've, like, broken this thing wide open and we're gonna go beat the entire game, but this is certainly... I would describe it as a very promising start. With what we've done with the D6 thus far, I would describe it as a pretty promising start. So, I'm happy. I'm fairly happy with where we are. I'm happy to see where this run continues to go. Again, probably we're not gonna count this one. I guess we'll just throw out the score. That's probably the easiest option. That's a shame because... Who dropped the Spirit Heart? That's a shame because usually I love doing that room as Isaac. Because if you can get a couple pedestals... Angel, what are you doing back there? If you can get a couple pedestals, you can really... You can really make the D6 start working for you, which I'm a fan of. I'll take a peek in here. That's a shame. With the battery charge in here, you would have loved... Okay, we can maybe do... No, let's just go. I was gonna try to do an interesting strat there, where we purposely took... Or we took damage on the way out, then ran in very quickly, picked the Spirit Heart back up, and ran out very quickly. I then decided that it wasn't worth my time. What's with the double item rooms? It's such a nice day. Obviously, I'm taking the all stats up, I'm pretty sure. Maybe that's kind of silly. Why did I just lose 1.34 damage, excuse me? Ah, my Whore of Babylon. And I lost a whole bunch of speed. Okay, so we're looking for a deal with the devil ASAP as possible. We're getting one on the next floor, which is the soonest ASAP as possible we can get it. It could theoretically happen sooner as well. We'll just have to see. That's another option, obviously. Okay. Picking it up for Bookworm. I was gonna say it's gonna end up causing us a lot of extra damage, which is silly. Gonna re-roll both of them. I'm gonna pick up both of them. Banjo, any reason you're just like vomiting on the floor beneath me? Okay, so like horribly executed. I hope that's fairly obvious that that was just horribly executed. Yeah, give me there's options and give me this as well. And then I think I'm just gonna head down to the next floor because I've spent a lot of time here. Okay, good stuff. I don't know why Banjo is vomiting beneath me. I don't think he actually puked. Seeing a severe lack of puke, which is good. We'll take the Alges with us. That would have been a nice room to have in the Deal with the Devil, but obviously I couldn't have had it in the Deal with the Devil, so why did you even suggest that? I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud here. Yeah, I had a really good Thanksgiving. I had a really good Christmas. It was good seeing my parents. Got there very early in the morning to mimic Santa Claus coming to town. This was not the right order to do this room in, by the way, because you get a lot of decent charges when you do this room. So essentially skipping all of them actually kind of hurts us when we're sitting on a full D6 charge. So little upsetting, but it's okay. Went over there super early. We opened, we get presents for each other, and of course Santa Claus comes to town because I'm still a child. So he comes and brings me some stuff. Yeah, World Card me, baby. World Card essentially serves to just get us to our boss fight. I forgot that Dead Onion counts as Spectral Tears as well. That's so good. It essentially serves to just get us to our boss fight as quickly as possible, and in as few rooms as possible. Or the item room, to be honest with you, like either one's fine. We just want to we want to get through the rooms quickly so that we're, again, getting the best use out of this D6 charge. I no longer feel too scared. Wow. I mean, I'll do it for sure. I no longer feel as scared about having to rush for boss rush because this is a very strong run. From my perspective, the Jedi are evil. Re-roll, those are not good. Banjo, stop eating electricity. What are you doing? He's trying to rip an electrical plug out of the freaking wall. Banjo, this is why you're usually upstairs and away from me when I record these, just to be honest with you. Petrified poop, you say? Take starter deck. Take another Spirit Heart as well. Temperance, huh? Temperance, huh? All right. Gonna quickly finish up the rest of the floor just to make sure I got a full charge. Okay, so I'm gonna do first. The more times I have to go through that room, the higher odds I take damage on it. 5 butt bombs is probably gonna be what we end up going with. Really just depends if we get a deal with the devil or not. This is Depths 1, so as long as I'm out of here by like 15 minutes, I feel good. Really was hoping you'd help me pay it forward there. Banjo, what? Maybe don't eat electricity, you weirdo. He was sleeping so peacefully, I don't understand it. Go back to sleep. Go back to sleep and you'll be a happy boy yet again. Go back to the land of doggy dreams. Okay. Yeah, so I kind of messed this up. And we may or may not... I think we should have a... Don't do that! Alright, so we're looking to trade that away. That's an item we do not want. That is an item that we do not care for, unfortunately. That Eternal Heart. We like our speed and damage bonus from Whore of Babylon, so we want to keep our red hearts at a minimum. And by minimum, I mean non-existent. Alright, guess I'll go ahead and keep my damage at a maximum as well. Thank you for Cricket's freaking head. Now I don't care as much about Whore of Babylon, to be honest with you. We'll go to the Hermit card on the next floor. Got 2 more rooms here, so... Oh, you piece. I'm gonna bank on a Krampus fight. Wow. I kind of would like to get in there. I'm gonna bank on a Krampus fight because I really want to charge here. By the way, we would have had a charge if I didn't pick up that battery like a silly Billy. We did get a boss fight. I knew it! I mean, I didn't know it, but I guessed correctly. A second lump of coal? That doesn't do anything for me. So the question now is, do you reroll lump of coal because the deal with the devil items are so good to hope to try to get like brimstone or something? Or do you go reroll your item room, which has 2 pedestals? You reroll the deal with the devil. I still believe that's what you do. We're gonna go pick up our 5 butt bombs. I mean, I wanted to do this anyway to get all that money. We're gonna go pick up our 5 butt bombs and be on our way. In hindsight, probably would have re-rolled those, but you know, all's well that ends well. We got 4 whole minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 4 entire dang big old minutes, big boy minutes. That's some good eats. We got 5 whole minutes to make it to boss rush. It's a great feeling. One I have, did I say 5? I meant 4. One I haven't felt in quite some time. Gonna go ahead and get in there with the sacrificial dagger, do a little bit of extra damage. Okay, I didn't mean to pick that up. So I will go ahead and just teleport into the shop, which of course isn't gonna do much for me. 25 cents, sure. Again, not gonna do too much for me. Gonna do essentially nothing for me, actually. Because, well, we're not gonna get any more shops, but that's okay. Okay, find me my item room, please. Find me my item room ASAP as possible. A blank rune can be pretty spicy, so I'm into it. Help me. Blank rune can be pretty spicy, so I'm into it. I'm trying to find, item room as quickly as possible. As we will still be getting double item rooms. Not that we need anything else at this point. Everything else is gravy. Like I had for breakfast this morning on top of some biscuits. I had some biscuits with some, do you guys gonna call it country gravy or white gravy or flour gravy? I don't know, there's probably a lot more names for it. We call it country gravy. I don't think that's the proper scientific name for it though. Like, I don't think Bobby Flay would be very happy with us calling it country gravy. Obviously I'm gonna take Holy Light because it's good. Obviously I'm crossing my fingies that we can get a deal with the devil here, not only to get the Whore of Babylon bonus back, but also have you considered, that I'm, it's an Awaz rune, which I'm not interested in. I think I'm gonna keep the sun for future mapping purposes. Drop it, don't touch it, don't. If you get an extra, some sort of respawn, like a 9 lives, a Suicide King card can be awesome. We don't know if we're gonna get one of those, and, well, I also don't know if I'm smart enough to make one of them happen, so I'm just not gonna even mess with it, essentially. I'm essentially just not gonna even mess with it so that I don't have to worry about it. Okay, 2 whole minutes to beat Mom. Banjo's finally resting back down on his chair of power. That's fantastic. We did get a deal with the devil. I did not deserve it, but I got one. Thank you. Once again, I should pick up the book for Bookworm. You know what, this is stupid, but I'm gonna pop Alges in here. I'm gonna pick up the book. I'm gonna drop a battery charge. That's amazing. This is now 2 rerolls. Synerobes is pretty good though. Give me a second reroll. Shoot. Played that incorrectly, unfortunately. That was the incorrect way to play that. And now I'm gonna take this. Mostly because so I'm gonna wait to get one more Spirit Heart from it. Once I get one more Spirit Heart from it, I'm gonna pick the D6 back up, and then we'll be able to, every couple of every little couple minutes here. Is there a dark one over there, or who's... Yeah, it's a dark one, okay. Every couple of minutes, we are going to be able to, get ready for it, reroll this item into something potentially dope. So here's what you do. You grab this, you do this. I know it's costing some stuff there, but we got the bookworm bonus. That's the main thing we were looking for there. Alga's rune would have been way better for this fight, by the way, but we're still, like, just tremendously strong, so it's peanuts at this point, to be honest with you, which I got for Christmas as well. Anyway, I got some cool stuff for Christmas. I learned the stress. When I was a kid, I used to just ask for video games for Christmas, because obviously I'm a gamer. Have you heard of the term? I would just ask for games from everybody, but what I found is that when you've got these like $60 games, you end up hitting whatever, you know, different relatives or Santa's spending limits are. When you're getting these $60 games, you end up hitting the limit pretty quickly and you end up with less presents. So a change that I made probably like 10 years ago, Monstro's Lung. I think that's bad for us. That's unfortunate as well for us. Just the fact that Cage even exists. I'm taking some silly damage, by the way. Yeah, it continues to get quite silly. And by silly in general, I just mean horrible. Just like horribly bad damage. I would like to stop taking it. Hello, Staffy. Hello, Stephen. Reroll, what do we got now? Rune Bag. Now, Rune Bag do be kind of interesting. Is it interesting enough for me to re-step on the spikes again? To take more potential damage? Not really. Anyway, I made the change a couple years back. I was like, you know what? I'm done asking for video games, because I can get more presents, again, on like a per present basis, than monetary-wise, in terms of like how much money is spent. That's gonna end up being the exact same. But it at least looks more impressive when you got a whole bunch of stuff. Anyway, so I started asking for cheaper stuff. Really? Oh, you gave me... You only gave me one charge instead of two. Bro, I might have to take that Eternal Heart. I'm a little scared for the next floor. I'm not taking any of those things because I think they're all kind of bad. That's unfortunate. Our Gambit certainly did not work out there. We would have been better off just holding on to... Book of Salvation, or whatever you want to call that bad boy. We would have been better off. You probably think that you were better off. We would have been better off just holding on to that. Getting some good stuff out of it. I need Spirit Hearts. Like, pretty darn badly. I want to explore all the rooms, don't get me wrong. So yeah, I asked for a lot of cheaper stuff this year, especially with the big move coming up. The Devil, the Ace of Spades. With the big move coming up into the new house, I was like, well, there's going to be a lot of stuff we need for that house, so why not ask for that stuff? So I got a lot of that stuff checked off the list, a lot of... you know, potential kitchen items and things of that nature. I got a bread pan along with some recipe books for baking bread. That's something I've really been wanting to undertake. I mean, who hasn't in quarantine? But I'm getting to the party just a wee bit late. I'm ready to finally learn how to make my own bread. I think it'd be pretty cool. A lot of battery charges on this floor. If we want to. If we want to mess around and get a little weird, if we want to mess around, a Hierophant card right now just wins the game for us, by the way. So that's what we're holding out hope for. Emperor. Yeah, I do think I want to do that right away. Shoot. This fight is typically extreme levels of rip. Thankfully, we survived. Okay, so I think we basically gotta... use our rerolls to try to make some magic happen here. I'm not saying I need super bandage, but like... I kind of think HP would be clutch right now. I'm nervous, not about, like, we're doing enough damage on these floors that this isn't a concern to me. Basic enemies. We would like to do the Hush fight. Maybe you wouldn't, but I would like to do the Hush fight. Need a little bit more HP to feel comfortable doing the Hush fight, I would say. And I'm not quite there yet. Didn't mean to pick up the Eternal Heart yet again, but we'll take it. There's another reroll target, by the way, if we are so interested. And I might be. I may just be so interested. Okay. First things first, though, we gotta get a good... I mean, do I just take the Tears Up? A Tears Up is also pretty good, but... Cat of Nine Tails is also pretty good. Cat of Nine Tails is also pretty good. That would be true. Please, one Hierophant card. Just a single one. Just one little itty bitty Hierophant card. A Moon card. Just one Hierophant card would make me very happy. Do not accidentally run into the battery charge on your way back here. There was one that was pretty close to a door, if I remember correctly, so just don't run into it. You're gonna get enough charges from doing this room to get another free reroll? No, but you're gonna get a Spirit Heart, and that is almost, at this point, worth its weight in freaking gold, dude. Speaking of, we haven't been using Midas's Touch at all, but that's fine. All right, I'm into this now. Now, just a single extra Spirit Heart, and I suddenly are like, yeah, dude, we can take on any boss in the entire game. I do need to hurry things up just a tiny bit. We did not get enough. Okay, that's massive rips. Got 2 more potential rerolls, so I don't want to spend too much time here. But we have 2 potential rerolls, so we should at least exhaust our options. Let's start here. Safety pin can be good. I'm going all in. I know we could have rerolled Fate's Reward instead. I'm going all in on this item. I feel like Magic Mush is just waiting for me. Why do I feel that way? I do not know. I know we're gonna have to rush on the next floor, and that's concerning, but I have an Emperor card, so worst comes to worst, we can get it done. Worst comes to worst, we can get it done. It might just be a little bit hectic. Okay, come on now. What you got for me? Last one. I mean, it essentially all ends up... We could have just taken the first Tears Up, but that's fine. A Tears Up is still good. We're going to clear as many rooms as humanly possible. We have a 75% chance of a deal with the devil, which is great. We would still love to trade away... Awaz, doesn't really do anything for me, I don't think. I don't think Awaz really does anything for me. Dude, the Spirit Hearts are clutch though. All right, so the Hush fight can definitely happen now. I've got little to no doubt in my mind the Hush fight can now proceed as planned. That's very exciting to me. Let's continue. Little bit of money never hurt anybody either. The battery charge is great. All right, go ahead and I'm gonna pop the Emperor card right there. Let's just get this done, essentially. Some Holy Light Tears would be dope though. Some Holy Light Tears, do you exist? They do exist, okay. The deal with the devil is also clutch as heck. Judas's Shadow can be really good, but I gotta re-roll it. I didn't quite have the time or willingness to die, respawn, try to get enough HP to make that work again. So that's why I did that. This is a shame. This room can take a very long time. Again, our boss fight's done, so we're just exploring now for the purpose of, I mean, maybe finding like a good baby bender. Does this work? Holy boosh. It works. Wow. I don't know why I wouldn't have figured that worked, but very cool, Kanye. Very cool. I would consider that very cool. We're just exploring here just to see if there's anything else magical chilling around door number 2. It doesn't appear so. So, okay, finish up one more room. Just one more. No, okay. So, now we will head down to the Hush fight. I still don't feel great. I'm holding on to this Wheel of Fortune card because if it's a blue Wheel of Fortune machine, I'm gonna play the heck out of it down here on the Hush fight. I will say I'm sad. I remember the last Christmas run I did, which I think was 2 or 3 years ago. I remember it ended up getting so pogged off. I think I beat Hush in like 2.2 seconds. It was pretty exciting for me personally. That does not appear to be happening this time though. We have a double tinted rock. It's not a double tinted rock. It's a regular tinted rock. Didn't mean to pick that up. That's fine. Bloody Lust is very good, so I will be picking that up. We will peep the shop as well. There's some battery charges, which is very exciting. So I think you probably just take Sack of Pennies because it's good for... Wow, dude! The dimes! I don't even know what you do. This is the guy that steals things. I don't really want him to steal anything. That's extremely rude. The Eternal Hearts as well have been out of this world. Okay, so here's what you do. You go in here, you re-roll. You don't do any more re-rolling other than that. So I should not have picked up Sack of Pennies because we could have gotten something sick from that. All right, so... Oh my gosh. The run was already very good. Now it's extremely good. I'm essentially at this point looking for... something that's going to boost my damage during the fight, or some spirit hearts, or we really don't need anything at this point. Our damage is so high, Curved Horn's almost just like kind of a joke. But I'll take it. All right, let's do the Hush fight. We're doing Mega Satan, so we do not want to go down to the Void. We're doing Mega Satan, so we do not want to go down to the Void. Really, like, the only thing I'm missing at this point for this run to be just unbelievable is Guppy. If we could grab Guppy... I mean, we're already going to one-shot most things except for this boss with his ridiculous body armor. Body armor is a type of juice, and not what I was trying to reference. With his boss armor, we're already going to be doing less to him than we would otherwise expect to be, which is kind of sad, but... The other downside of Polyphemus is we're going to be getting less Holy Light shots, in theory, that go out, so we're going to be missing out on some Holy Light damage, but, I mean, you don't not take that item. It's too good. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why you like to play as Isaac. Things just happen on Isaac runs that just straight up don't happen on the average character's runs. So, this is a good Christmas run, thank you. Oh, wait! Silly me, tricks are for kids. Our score isn't being counted. I forgot about the weird fiasco at the beginning. Okay, that's okay, you know. It's not like one of the greatest runs I've ever had in my modern adult life or anything. It's just pretty average, I would say. 39 damage, 15 tears. Pretty boring even, I would say. Like, who wants this? Who is out there asking for this? Not me. That's for sure. All right, anyway, feel free to share in the comments down below what you guys got for Christmas. I got a lot of kitchen stuff. Got some bread pans and muffin tins and a cast iron skillet, which I'm very excited about. Got a kitchen scale. I got some containers for holding dry baking ingredients, which I think is pretty pog. I got some socks. I got some light bulbs. Again, a lot. I just asked for a lot of cheap things that we knew we'd need at the house. I don't know if this is like a moment where you realize, not that your life's over, but that you're officially old, I suppose is a nicer way to phrase it. But when you open a Christmas gift and utter the phrases, heck yes, light bulbs, you've officially reached adulthood, in my opinion. That's the moment I knew. I took a hard look at myself after the mirror after that. I still stand by what I said, dude. I'm pogged up about the light bulbs. Because it's gonna save me money at when we move into the next house and I already have light bulbs for everything. That's pretty exciting. It's stuff I needed to buy anyway. I do have I'm weird when it comes to gifts. Both giving and receiving, to be honest. But they kind of stem... How do you approach this topic without sounding like a big old jerk? That's the trouble I'm going over in my head right now. So, I think the prospect of gift giving is a noble one. I think there are good, solid intentions behind it. And getting a very cool gift, getting like a really good gift, something maybe you didn't expect, can be one of the greatest feelings in the world. It's also obviously a fantastic way to show someone that you care about them. For all of those reasons, I am pro gift giving. I have a weird, and I think I do this often in life, which I shouldn't, is sometimes I try to get maybe a little too analytical with things. I like look at it from like a scientific perspective when there's no reason to do this. And that's an issue I get into with gift giving sometimes. That being, in my brain, unless you can read my mind. So I'm trying to think of a good way to describe this. If you gave me $5, in my brain, or from my perspective, from a scientific perspective, unless you can read my mind, you don't know how I would perfectly spend that $5. Popeye's chicken sandwich. Yeah, you're probably right. But also, so from a logistical perspective, if you took the sentimentality of gift giving out of gift giving and you were just like, hey, would you rather have $5 or insert, any present that I got today for $5? In my brain, and I think maybe it's just a weird way that I'm wired around money, I probably would have said, give me the $5. Even if, so let's say let's say Santa spent $5 on light bulbs, and I knew I'm gonna need the light bulbs anyway. In my brain, I'm like, give me the $5 that you spent on the light bulbs, and I'll decide when I want to pull the trigger. Again, it's weird. I'm incorrect in this scenario. I don't think I'm in the right here. I think gift giving, again, is very noble and awesome. But so there's two issues there. One, that's how my brain works. And two, those thoughts sometimes permeate into my brain when I'm gift giving. When I'm trying to come up with gifts for someone. Often in my brain, I psych myself out and I go, I'm gonna spend $20 on this person, and it's not gonna be the most economically optimal way that they would have spent their $20. What I don't really understand, and I don't know what it is about my brain that doesn't, is, maybe they don't care about optimally spending it. Sure, I think we're like one syringe away from, no, okay, we're two. It's unfortunate, but it's fine. You should probably peep the curse room just to see. I would play you, brother, for the chance at the last syringe if I had the Polaroid. Instead, they stuck me with the negative. Anyway, so sometimes I'm like thinking of things, I'm like giving gifts, and I'm like, bro, they're gonna hate this, I'm gonna spend so much money on this, and they're gonna be like, oh, I could have, this is what I would have bought with it instead. And that permeates my brain, so I just like psych myself out into thinking I'm giving a horrible gift. Which is why typically, you can ask anyone that I have gotten gifts for. Very often, I will go, tell me exactly what you want. No, send me the Amazon SKU for the exact item that you want, and I will purchase it for you. Which again, at that point, then you go, what's even the point of gift giving? Okay, we did get a second guppy item, which is pretty exciting. Will we get a third one? Highly unlikely. Unless we fight Ultra Pride and murder them last and get 9 lives, we will not be getting the last guppy item, which is sad, but it also like doesn't really matter that much. If they would have dropped it right there, I would have thrown up, because we're going to win anyway. Like, for example, again, I believe that I am in the wrong here. My dad for Christmas was like, I want at a local grocery store. They have this. You can build your own 6-pack of beer. Essentially, you can mix and match from a lot of different local craft brewers and things like that. And he was at the grocery store, and he sent me a picture of the exact 6 beers he wanted, which is great for me. But again, so he's standing in front of them, taking pictures of each individual beer and going, I want this one, I want this one, I want this one, I want this one, etc. My backwards brain goes, I did not offer to do this because, again, I know that it's the socially wrong thing to do. I almost said, why don't you go ahead and build the 6-pack and buy it, and I'll give you the $10 for it. Again, it's very backwards, and I admit fully that I'm in the wrong here. However, I will say, I later went to procure the mix and match 6-pack for him, and they didn't have 2 of the beers that he originally wanted. So, I'm not gonna say that it only served to further entrench me in my backwards viewpoint on gift giving, but if he would have bought it, he'd be sipping on an oatmeal stout right now, is all I'm telling you. Okay. Rib tips, don't think we need it. Shovel, we do not need it at this point. We're just clearing rooms for the bonus at this point. There's pretty much nothing else to gain from it, unless we can randomly become Guppy, which would be cool, but it's unlikely. Anyway, I don't know why my brain's like that. I don't know why I feel that way about gift giving. Again, I think I probably just analyze things too much that maybe either don't need to be analyzed at all, or at least don't need to be analyzed to such a degree. I don't need to be, performing calculus 2 to calculate the. I haven't taken a calculus class in so long, I can't remember anything. What's it called? Not the tangent. What's the area under the curve called? Not the cosine. Derivative. I don't need to be calculating, in all likelihood, the derivative of the perfect Christmas gift to give. Some people are just looking for you to show that you cared. Even if caring means, I'm sure my dad was very happy with the 6-pack that I built for him, because I built him the 6-pack, and he still gets to try some beers out of it, even though it didn't have all of the beers he was looking for. Or at least that's what I'm gonna tell myself, because it makes me feel just a tiny bit better. I don't know why I'm like that. Psychoanalyze me, someone out there. And you're a jerk is not a good psychoanalysis. I want an actual psychoanalysis. I know there's like a, I definitely should have taken damage there. I know that there's the like, what do you call that? The different love languages. Like there's gift giving, and it's a little scary, but we're gonna be fine. There's gift giving. There's words of affirmation. There's service. There's other things, I'm sure. And gift giving is one of them. So I would say that gift giving is definitely not. I've taken the quiz before, actually. I can tell you that gift giving is not one of my love languages. Quality time is number 1. Physical touch, a very close second. Acts of service, probably number 3. Gift giving and whatever the other one is, which is clearly not important to me. Oh, did I say words of affirmation? That sounds about right. Those don't mean as much to me. So that's probably part of it, I would say. Hey guys, 46,000. 46,087 would have been our score. You just have to check. You just have to check. How do I get to the top of the leaderboards? 46,087 would have been our score. 46,087 would have put us at 64th. I got 0. Instead, I got 0. It doesn't matter. Look, nothing matters. Okay. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider showing some support down below. Merry Christmas. I hope you guys have had a fantastic year. I hope you guys had a good Christmas as well. I know it's been a little weird around here the last couple of weeks, and work's still kind of kicking my butt a little bit. I've had a nice couple of days off here, and I am feeling nice and mentally refreshed. I'm hoping we'll be ready in 2021. Maybe not right away, as I will still be at the current job, and we'll still be moving, which is going to be a nightmare. But as we get settled in and can kind of work on tweaking things and changing things, I hope that we'll be able to find a nice return to form, if you will, on both YouTube and Twitch. But thank you guys for sticking with me through this. If you have, I really do appreciate it. Hey, thanks for watching. Share with your grandmother as always. But with that, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.